Let me ask you a question, and I don't know if you're gonna keep it 100. And I know you're a gangster, but this, you see that's an accusation that could really take away your livelihood. As a man, you gotta take that serious.
Bro, I want to kill myself, bro.
That's what I was saying. Like, nigga, when you see this shit, you see like your whole livelihood, nigga. You shed a tear, you cry, like nigga, that's like a helpless thing because ain't nothing you could do. Like somebody saying something and nobody want to hear what you got to say because they're assuming you're guilty.
I don't remember what show it was. Durk brought me out. I made it back to the crib. I laid on the floor, right? You know how you carpet at the crib and shit. You lay on the carpet. I'm laying by my mama's feet. She at the crib. You feel me? So I feel myself going out, like passing out, like going unconscious. And I wasn't scared to go unconscious. I was scared for that shit to happen in front of my mama. So I don't know how I threw myself on my chest and I regained my conscience. And the next day, I'm laying in the bed. I'm high as hell still. I get higher than that. I'm like, damn. Durk texts me like, would you go to rehab if I paid for it? I'm like, yeah. So he like,
what's up, everybody? It's Clarissa J back with another video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Now, let's get into the topic at hand. Okay. So we got two topics, but they're about the same person. So I was gonna make two videos, but I figured I would just put it into one because they kind of tie into each other, as you can see from the title. So now Doodie Lo from OTF, it's been a while because he's been in the headlines, because he has some accusations, from FTN Bay. She says some pretty wild things about him. I'm not going to say exactly what it is because I feel like everybody should know what it is. You don't, you can look it up on your own. But, she says some pretty wild things, not good things, okay? Now, she accused him of some, and, it comes to find out that it's actually false. And, Doodie Lo actually, sued her, in a lawsuit and actually, got 11 million in a lawsuit against her for, basically lying on her. And I believe she also got charges put on her for making a false, I guess, accusation or police report or something like that. But, he did a interview with, academics, and he basically, was talking about, academics asked him, about, the accusations that was put on him. And, Doodie Lo was basically said, he wanted to kill himself over that situation. And I could understand that because it's like, when you got something like that on your name, like, you can't get rid of it. Like, there's just no shaking that, really, because people always gonna, hear your name or see you, and they're gonna think of that, and they're always gonna wonder whether you did it or not, or like it doesn't leave you. Stuff like that is just hard to escape. It's hard to get that off. And luckily, I feel like he's one of the lucky ones a little bit. There's still some stuff here and there, but I feel like for the most part, people kind of know it's false. But every now and then you'll see some people talking about some he did it or whatever, which is like there's no proof that he did. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people should be very mindful about accusing people and stuff like that and putting that on people's name, because again, it's hard to shake that off, but also it's not a good thing to have on your name. Like, it's not the best thing. Like, that's just not it, and people should be mindful about putting that out there like that, because that could ruin his life, ruin his career, ruin his mental health. He was saying he wanted to kill himself over that situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, especially when you're innocent and you feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, the other topic I wanted to talk about was, this has been going on for a while. Lil Durk paid 110K for Doodie Lo to go to rehab. You know what I'm saying? And Doodie Lo was saying, that saved his life. Him, Lil Durk, paying for him to go to rehab. And in the video that I put in the beginning of the video with him and academics, and he was talking about how he was about to pass out in front of his mom. It's like, nobody, you don't never want your kids or your mom or your parents to see you in a situation like that. Like, no, because first of all, that's devastating for a parent, and for children, that's just like, that's devastating too. But also it's a lot of confusion too. But he didn't want his mom to see him like that, and I feel like that definitely persuaded his decision to go into rehab. And shout out to Smirk for even offering it, because a lot of people won't do that. Mental health has been a conversation for a while, and I'm glad to see it start coming into the black community and the hip-hop community, especially for black men, because I feel like with black men, it's like, they gotta be, strong, and they gotta be hard all the time. They can't show emotion. They get clowned for showing emotion. And, I'm glad to see it coming towards, the black community, the hip hop community, because it's very important. It's very important for black people to, take care of our mental health. And, because without that, you ain't got nothing. It's very important. It's very important, especially for black men, because they go through a lot in this country, whether it be to the streets or, with police, or just dealing with the world in general. You know what I'm saying? And, black people in general too. But, shout out to Durk for that, because, for him to offer that, wanting better, for his friend, you know what I'm saying? And because a lot of people won't do that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, shout out to Doodie Lo for, even accepting the help, you know what I'm saying? And not just, trying to, because a lot of people look at, therapy as weak and stuff like that. So shout out to him for realizing that, he's fucked up and he needs help, is gone too far. And, Doodie Lo, he's not like most rappers out here. He's not small like that, he's pretty average in height, but like, he's bigger, like, so for him to, damn near be, passing out, damn near going unconscious, for his size, I mean, he had probably had to take a lot of stuff, or he, for him to go like that, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's crazy, and I could imagine, the situation, with the accusations probably, led him to take even more drugs, so that's a scary situation. And for him to be like that in front of his mom, that just gotta be a lot, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Durk for also sticking by Doodie Lo's side, because a lot of motherfuckers would be quick to just, turn on their friends with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they probably made sure he, was innocent of what he was accused of, but that's just, they've been Doodie Lo and Lil Durk, they've been rocking for a long time. He been around for a pretty long while. You could go back and check some of Durk's older videos and see Doodie Lo in them, but that just goes to show you, how their relationship is, with a friend to Durk, with a friend, they are to each other, really. You know, that Durk would even offer that, you know. And respect to both of them, you know, because it takes a lot, you know. You know, these niggas, they go through a lot in the hood and in the streets, you know. And me personally, growing up in the hood, you see a lot of things, and you don't ever really get to, you know, talk about it, the trauma that you go through. And I know for them it's probably like 10 times worse, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, having to go through jail and seeing your friends die and stuff like that, and then you start taking drugs to cope with everything, you know what I'm saying? It's just a cycle that keeps going until, you know, and you don't want to be the one that, you know, ODs or something like that, because it happens way too often than it should, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to both of them. Shout out to Durk for looking out for his friend, you know, putting up 100K, you know. So if he put up about 100K, he had him in the best facilities, he getting the best rehab, all types of shit, you know. So, and shout out to Doodie Lo for, you know, accepting the help and actually going to the rehab, you know, sticking it out, because a lot of people quit the rehab, you know. He stuck it out, and shout out to that. Shout out to the healing of that, you know, because a lot of people won't take that help, and a lot of people don't get that help either. So respect to Doodie Lo for, you know, taking that opportunity, because a lot of people do not have access to that, you know. And, you know, hopefully, you know, both Durk and Doodie Lo get, you know, they stay on the right track, and, you know, they don't go back to those unhealthy ways, you know, and whatever drug of choice they were using, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, you know. You guys think this is a good move on their part, you know? This is, you know, something to be commended for, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys think about it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with more videos. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.